one that will actually just kill me.
Gooners and gamers, it's your boy K-Man, and happy Easter to everyone who celebrates. A quick little video just to talk about bunny girl figures, because who doesn't love talking about bunny girl figures? I mean, it's just one of the best things of all time. The bunny girl outfit is just peak fan service. Behind office ladies outfits, I mean, just be real, I mean, they're superior. But regardless, bunny girl outfits are definitely just up there, and there's so many variety of bunny girl outfits that you can have, from just the normal basic bunny girl outfit, the different colors, the reverse bunny girl outfit, which that just adds a whole nother layer of bunny girls in general. And if you've been part of the anime and video game and collecting space for a while, you've definitely seen a good bunny girl outfit once or twice in your life. But there's also a lot of great figures out there, and I kind of just wanted to talk about some of my favorites that I have, and just the ways to collect these figures if you want to have some in your collection that won't break your bank too much. So I have to thank my wife for letting me borrow some of her bunny girl figures just to talk about this video as well. So first of all, the most famous bunny girl figures out there, if you've been around the block for a while, is the famous Freeing figure. They're big, they're expensive, and they do look good in person. Now, the camera is probably not going to show this one off as good as it is in person, but this Noir Blackheart from Hyperdimension Neptunia is really nice. Now, this is the bare-legged version, and there is a stocking version. However, I wasn't able to get that version because it ran out before I was able to buy it. But regardless, I am glad that I have it in general, and it's really nice. Now, granted, this is actually my favorite one of the two that I have. Yes, I actually managed to get two of them, which we also have Purple Heart, or Neptune, however you want to say it, from Neptunia herself. And it's really nice. Now, the reason why I love Noir more than Neptune, even though Neptune is my favorite character, I think that Noir just has a lot more personality that goes along with them. Purple Heart, on the other hand, just doesn't have the same expressions or the same type of fun that Noir has, and they did with her. Look at her expression, look at her face. She's like happy to wear this outfit. But look at Neptune, and she just looks kind of like dull. And that's the problem with Freeing figures. Now, Freeing figures are nice, and they kind of give you some kind of credibility for anime figures because they're very expensive figures, especially in today's market. However, they are kind of bland. And for a while, these were the only type of bunny figures that you could possibly buy that had that real stocking legging feel, and that had the quality of a good modeled after their bunny outfits. That I love that one thing Freeing does is that they model the bunny figure outfit off of the respective character, and it looks really, really good. However, in recent years, we've gotten other people do bunny figures before, and some are pretty good, some are just subpar, and it's a little bit in between. So let me place these down ever so carefully that we can just hope they don't fall down and break, because that would break my heart. But regardless of the fact, the Freeing figures has become very expensive. Now, there's some that are a little bit more reasonable than others, depending on how popular the franchise is, or if you can get them on sale when they go off of the first initial wave, then you can probably find them pretty reasonable. But there is a second option for bunny figures. But before I show that, I just wanted to show you what a normal 1/7 scale figure of a bunny figure looks like, which is this beautiful lady from A Couple of Cuckoos. Now, this is my wife's bunny figure, and we bought this in California, and she really loved this character. I don't remember her name. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember her name. It's been a while since we watched A Couple of Cuckoos, but she is really, really cute. And I do like that it has, that black and white kind of very stylized bunny outfit, but also it gives you that more of an expression. Look how detailed her face is, and look how detailed her bunny outfit is. I sometimes think the smaller versions of the Freeing figures, I feels like sometimes the smaller versions of bunny figures actually has a lot more detail than the bigger ones, because I don't know, because since they're smaller, they can do more expressions for them versus the bigger ones that, you would think that they would do more expressions, but because they're bigger that they don't. But one of the figures that I think my wife has that's probably one of the best bunny figures that she has is this Haruhi figure in her bunny suit outfit when she did at the concert for, I think, the Golden Week or something like that. It has the amp there. She's holding her famous guitar and everything, and it looks absolutely amazing. Like, the expression on it looks fantastic, and just the overall just look of it looks great. Now, I bought this off Manarake for her birthday years ago, and it's a pretty good one. It still looks good to this day. Now, it doesn't have the same realistic leggings as all the other bunny figures do. However, just the expression alone and just how quality it looks makes it a top tier bunny figure. The other figure that's on the market that is pretty reasonable to buy if you want a good bunny figure is the Be Cute figure, which absolutely look amazing. Now, just like Freeing, they do have the realistic stockings all the way around that looks really nice. They have the nice sexy curves, and they kind of have that nice like prize figure look, but still has way more detail. Now, this is Sidon from Sword Art Online, which is one of my wife's favorite characters from the show. And then of course she also has Albedo, who is her main waifu of all time, which I have to say is pretty sexy and hot. We recently just got this from last year's Techo, and actually no, we got this year at the Anime Fest that we went to earlier this year, and she wasn't going to get it at first, but I was like, you should definitely get it. I mean, it's your main waifu, so I feel like you needs to have it. You deserve to have it, and Albedo is just so goddamn hot. And again, the phrase could be a lot better, could be a little bit better detail, but like that body though, holy shit, it is pretty sexy. Now, again, a pretty reasonable price figure for your casual market if you want or looking for a good bunny figure to have for your collection, but you don't want to spend like $200 to $400 on a figure, which you could with free figures. Then the Be Cute line is definitely a good route to go. Like, I have my Miku BQ figure, which is the white version of the black version that came out originally, and I really love this design. It looks really, really cute. It kind of has that Easter kind of vibe to it, and it has a very nice expression on it. Now, honestly, to me, I think the BQ figures has some of the more better expressions for bunny figures. However, Freedom Figures has a lot more properties than BQ does, but you know, BQ is definitely getting up there. Now, of course, I mean, I have to have my favorite waifu of all time, which is Rim as well. And this was actually my first ever bunny figure I've owned, because for a while I wasn't buying any bunny figures because they were way too expensive. But then BQ came out and I saw the Rim one and I bought it immediately. So I was like, yeah, okay, I has to buy it. But then when I saw the frame figures for Neptunia on the market, I was just like, why not? I'm gonna shoot my shot. If you want to be technical about bunny figures, which is technically not really a bunny figure, but I have to show acknowledgement to, is Shimakaze from Kente Collection, which is technically my first ever bunny figure. Now, I know you're gonna say, Kid Man, she's not your typical bunny outfit girl. However, she technically is a bunny girl, and she has bunny ears. She is kind of like, has that bunny personality, and she's just very cute, you know? This is a figure I bought back in like 2017 off of Amazon, like when I was working overnights at Target years ago, and I bought it because I just wanted it, and it came out at the time, and Shimakaze was like the best girl of the show for me, still is, and now I have her. So technically, this was my first ever bunny suit figure, which is not a bunny suit, but you know, you get what I mean. There's a lot more options for bunny figures nowadays, especially with OCs, you know, getting bunny suit figures, or just, you know, if they don't have that big of a property, then you can find some really good prices for them, but they can get pretty expensive if you don't watch yourself on buying bunny suit figures, especially from Frame. Now, I recommend just buying your favorite character, whoever it may be, and just wait for it to go down in price, because eventually it will go down in price at some point. However, if you really, really need it and you really want it at that moment, then I would just save up for however that price is Like the Chun-Li one that I want from Frame, I do want that. That one is pretty nice, especially because I feels like they went out of their way to model the outfit after Chun-Li's outfit, and I think that's pretty cool. However, the first thing I need to buy is the Max Factory Chun-Li figure first, because yeah. Either way, this was just a quick little video to talk about bunny figures on Easter, just to talk about bunny figures because I really love them. And as I continue to collect more anime figures, I'm probably going to buy more. And if you have a favorite one that you are looking forward to buying or want to buy them, I hope this video gives you like a little bit of insight on how to go about it, what kind of different, companies make bunny figures. The best places to go is Ami or Good Smile Company or Amazon. Amazon sometimes has jacked up their prices a lot more than other places, but you can find some good prices on there sometimes, still today's market. However, Ami, Good Smile Company, Otaku Mode, Mandarake, if you're not a maneuver Mandarake. And then if you want like a more detailed video on how to buy figures in general on what sites to go to, let me know, and I'll definitely make a video on that in the future on how to buy figures and how to get them for good prices, because I could definitely help you do that. But regardless of that, that is it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. A fun little Easter video that I wanted to do for bunny figures, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So with that being said, remember that fan service is the best kind of service, and be a fan of that like button. And I'll see you in the next video next time. Bye.